the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Jacksonville State's offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's Chapman. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Petway. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Got it in the middle, it's Chapman. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Golden Eagles are on the move. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
about great third down defense is it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. The run from the shotgun.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Rides the back and leaves it. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to ride this running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the battle.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. Excellent pass by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Makes it past the marker. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Gamecocks are on the move. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Hand off to Jones. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Chapman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Metcalf. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Chapman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Eagles have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Cuber. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Gonna swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Braxton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time, it's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off for the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. They'll ride the Nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They want that clock to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Pittman. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
By the receiver. He's tackled at the 12-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the final total. That could be important to some if you like games of chance, but they're still coming up well short. And this is how this one comes to an end. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.